The following is rated F for fairness. Viewers' discretion is advised.
Welcome to the audio show.
So everyone these days have a plan for the rich man. I'm not quite certain. Is there like a blueprint for catching rich men? I need to ask the ladies on that because I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if there's a blueprint to catching rich women either. I don't think there is, but there could be. Let's go.
Yeah. All right, thank you. About to run somewhere real quick. Okay. But before I go, just a little follow-up about that conversation we just had. I was thinking, I know Wayne is Country Wayne and everything, which is why it's important for a man of his stature to have peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, with all this going on.
You know what? I'm gonna say this. Ever since the not honeypot, ever since Denisha has started to roll with Anthony, she's been dressing very elegant. Right? A lot of her dressing is pretty nice. I do like the bangle, if that's what you call it, that she has on her hand. It's very neat. It would be good if it's all gold, but I like it.
With me, of course, I've had my fair share of rah rah rah. So I feel like the best way to handle it is sometimes to be silent. For a rich man that has so much going on, the last thing he needs is people yelling and going back and forth and arguing or whatever. I just feel like, let God handle it. That's what happened for me. I'll shut up, let everybody do all their huffing and puffing, and look how it turned out,
Okay, so I like what she's saying. Now I'm hoping she's gonna take that advice if it gets quirkier after this. But yes, I do agree with her that sometimes you have to kind of get silent on an issue for it to work out, because after a period of time you might just be pushing too much. And so if that's what she's saying, I do agree with that. The question is, would she take the same advice for herself?
Things always end up working out in your favor. Sometimes when you just don't give it that much energy, when you know it doesn't deserve that much energy. Like, these men need some type of peace, because they can get whoever, whenever, however. So, and that's how you do it, right? That's how I've learned to do it.
Denisha, rich man whisperer.
That's a very, very good line to call it a rich man whisperer. That's a very good line. Maybe the honeypot girl need to calm down with it though. A lot of people have been saying a lot of things. Miss T has been very prominent in saying that she believes the honeypot girl should calm down, because truth of the matter is the man is gone. He's no longer yours. And so you should give him some time to go do what he wants to do. Why should he have to sit down and cater for your feelings? You wouldn't cater for his feelings if you had moved on, right?
I just, speaking from my recent experiences, but I think it'll work out for you as well, because he is Country Wayne and all. So don't let that girl bother you. Just keep your cool like you always do. But I got you either way. I got you, girl.
Thank you, girl.
However you want to play it.
That's interesting. I like the friendship also being formed between the honeypot girl and Denisha. Like, I know they already had like a bit of a friendship, but I like where they're going with their friendship, Let's see how Amber fans think about that, because for them, Denisha has now become an app, and I don't know how Denisha is the app. I don't know. I don't know how Denisha is the app, just like Dave is not an app. Amber has decided her mind that she wants to be with Dave. So, hey, this is what it is. And Anthony decided his mind and want to be with Denisha. Now, of course, do I believe that they're doing this out of something else? I do believe that, but that's the decision as of right now. I have nothing else to go off of.
Well, thank you for that advice.
Absolutely. I'm going to go on here.
Okay.
And I'll catch up with you.
All right, girl.
To me, it sounds like better advice than the advice that Shayla is giving her, right? And by the way, someone did say yesterday that Tamira's goal right now should be to move out of Shayla's house. I agree there 100%. You can't live in somebody's house if they've told you you need to leave. If someone was trying to kick you out of a house, you need to leave out of that house. As a person who likes the Tamira character, contrary to what people believe, see, this is the thing, people always misconceptualize O'Neill's true intentions. They see me criticize a character, and all of a sudden it becomes hate, it becomes, jealousy, it becomes any word you want to use in the book, and that's not it. I'm criticizing the character in the particular moment because it's just a critique show. That's what we do. We critique the character. Say, oh, what would I do? What would we not do? What are we seeing outside of ourselves? That's why you get these type of skits. But yes, that's what she should do. The first thing that she has under her belt that she should get done is to leave Shayla's house. That's the first thing she needs to do. So it looks like she's basically laughing at the advice, but Shayla's advice was one. All right, hey, look, I don't think Denisha said anything wrong. Denisha's advice was, hey, sometimes you have to just leave it go and be quiet and let God handle it. That was her advice. Let me ask you out there, come and know how people stay. You understand? When they don't like a character, them can't say nothing. Denisha's advice is to not say anything and to let God handle it. Is that how you would deal with it? Rather than keep getting into these tit for tat back and forth with different people. Is it sometimes best to be silent? No, I'm not saying you must make people walk over you. There's a difference. But there are times when you need to pretty much leave it go. What I think is, in this instant, it would be a great advice. Here's why. Because Lauren is deliberately picking at Tamir. Because the more she picks at Tamir in her mind, is the more she looks like the victim. And that's how Lauren plays. Lauren plays where she has to unbalance someone else. Look at Dan. She's unbalanced Dan, right? You know what Dan, whatever it is. Well, let's record. Dan is already unbalanced, right? Dan is already unbalanced. But she's further unbalanced Dan from his unbalancedness. And so now you can see where Dan's thing is at. And I think that I don't mind the message at all. The only part is getting. The question is, will Denisha take the same advice for herself when things get rocky? Because right now it's still the honeymoon phase for Denisha too. So if she thought that she out of the weeds and she have another thing coming, give me a take, like, share, comment, subscribe. Talk to y'all soon.